Okay, I tried to film this yesterday and it didn't work, so we're gonna try it again. Anyways, what's up you guys, it's Katie Elizabeth, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you would like to see more of my face. So a while ago I asked you what you guys would like to see in order to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, which first of all is like crazy that that was ever a number that we hit. That like absolutely blows my mind that there are that many of you that like my videos enough to like subscribe. So big thank you for that. However, between me like picking a video to celebrate 5,000 subscribers and like actually getting around to doing it, we actually hit 6,000. So in like June of last year we had like 350 subscribers and our family has literally grown like exponentially since then. So thank you to everybody who has joined the family recently or has been here for a long time. I love and appreciate all of you. So when we hit 5,000 subscribers, one of you guys suggested that I talk about 5 moments from my kind of like experience on YouTube that I'm never gonna forget. And since we've hit 6,000 since then, I figured I would make it 6. So I'm kind of just gonna go in like chronological order in terms of like moments that have been really significant in my journey on YouTube and all of that. And so if you've been here for a really long time, we can kind of like take a little trip down, you know, memory lane and, you know, get nostalgic. And if you're new and you don't really know how I started on YouTube or kind of like where I'm coming from, then this will be a good kind of like, oh yeah, this is like what she's been up to for the last 3.5 years. So the first kind of like moment or collection of moments that has been like really significant in regards to my channel was like starting it to begin with. When I was younger, I was always a really big fan of like watching other YouTubers, and I always really thought that what they did was really interesting, and like making videos on the internet was like something that they could do to make a living. And I've always had a passion for making videos. When I was younger, my mom taught me how to use iMovie because she was always really tech savvy, and so I would just have a ball like going through and making those cute little like slideshow things with like the fun transitions and all that stuff when we would like go on trips. And so for me, it was never really one of those things where it was like I picked up my, you know, my dad's camcorder at the age of 4 and I would just like make home films. But like my mom had enough technological knowledge to teach me how to like use the basics of iMovie and like just do fun stuff like that. So I've always kind of had like an affinity for making videos, and it's always just been something that I enjoyed. So the summer before my sophomore year of high school, we went on this road trip, and it was from Baltimore all the way across the country over to Seattle and then up through Canada home to Alaska. So what I did was I vlogged on my phone when we went to like different cities. We did, you know, Philadelphia, New York, New Jersey, like all that stuff. And I would just like make little videos and like on my mom's laptop while we were driving. And so come like June, I think, of 2015, so I was like 14, I was like just like, you know, I was like, I'm here. I uploaded my first video. I filmed it in my grandparents' basement. It was kind of just like an introduction, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm going on this road trip. I've been making videos. Like, this is a good place to put them. And so it wasn't really like a, I want to be a YouTuber. It was like, I want to make videos and put them on YouTube because that's like a good place to share what I'm making. So since I started my channel with a series of like travel vlogs and like, you know, road trip videos, traveling has definitely been like a recurring theme on my channel. I think hopefully you guys saw a couple weeks ago I uploaded my like 8 hours in Seattle video where I spent, you know, the afternoon in the city on a long layover. And so just things like that have always been very like fun for me to document and like just like share with people. Like June, I think 25th will be my 4-year anniversary on YouTube, which is like absolutely nuts to me because that's like I'll be 18 still, and so that's like almost a quarter of my life. I remember, I think it was probably like 6 or 7 months into making videos, I like hit 100 subscribers and I was just like, oh my god, like I know I like ran out of my bedroom and like told my mom, I was like, Mom, I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. And like it was just so cool to me to see that like there were people that liked the things that I was making enough to like subscribe to see more of them. And so it was definitely something that I was like, oh wait, this is something that I like doing and something that other people also like to see, and just kind of like perpetuated this series of like me wanting to make things for myself, but then it was also like for other people. The next big thing that has definitely had like a huge impact on my like experience on YouTube was my first VidCon. So it was something that I had been watching videos about since I was really young, and I always remember seeing like people like Tyler Oakley and Troye Sivan and Zoella and like all those like OG YouTubers going to and just like having a good time at. And so I was always like, oh my god, that'd be so much fun to go and like just like learn about it more and like meet people and all that stuff. And so I tried for a couple years to like figure out a way to get down there to go, because obviously I am from Alaska, and so to like travel out of state is kind of hard, especially for something that's only, you know, 3 days long. But summer of 2017, so the year before my senior year, I finally got to go. I had spent months just like looking at tickets and hotels and like Airbnbs and all that stuff to like figure out like how much it was gonna cost and what I needed to do to make it work. And so finally to like be able to go was so cool, and I ended up meeting 3 of my now best friends there, who have like all definitely inspired me in terms of like content creation and just like doing the best that I can and all of that. And so then immediately after that, my mom and I flew to Michigan, because that was what we did every summer to visit our family that lives down there. And I was like so into just like vlogging and making videos and all this stuff. And I remember making this like 4th of July vlog, and I pulled an all-nighter editing it just because I was like having such a good time with it, and like just mixing like all of these different songs together and like cutting it with like the beats on the thing, which like brings me into my third point, which is like editor's high almost. And like the only way I really know how to explain this is just like, if I'm working on a video that I'm like really excited about, or I really like how the edit is going, I just get into this zone where I can't stop, and it'll be like 6 a.m. and I'm just like, this is so good. Like I'm really excited about like the way that like these cuts like play on these beats of the song, or like all that. And so I just remember sitting in like my mom's friend's basement, like editing this video until, you know, 9 a.m. and I was having like such a good time with it. And then I slept until like 5 p.m. that night. But that's like one thing that has brought me so much happiness in regards to YouTube, is just like being able to put together something that I'm genuinely really excited about and that I'm obsessed with watching. And like even now sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch my own videos because I'm narcissistic. We're calling it self-love. And so I've actually made a playlist called Katie's Favorites of my own videos that I've made that I've been really excited about. And obviously I try to like make things that I'm really proud of every week, but there are those like certain videos that just like have a little place in my heart, because I know that when I was making them I was just like genuinely like super stoked about how they were turning out. And so I'll have that linked in the description, because if you're like me, just like a good edit, or like at least what I thought was like a good edit when I was, you know, 15, just like really got me in the heart. Like that's like a lot of that is like why I do this stuff, and just like having fun editing and like doing something that I enjoy and like getting like genuine happiness out of it. So that's the good shit. And so come senior year, I kind of hit like a lull in my channel, because I was like so worried about, you know, like classes and graduation. And if y'all know, you know, but I was not doing well like emotionally or mentally or anything. And so I kind of like slowed my roll with it a lot. I was sad to not be like making videos, because that was something that I enjoyed doing so much. But come summertime, I was working full-time, but I still had the time, because I didn't have to worry about like homework or like college applications or anything, because I like already knew that I was coming here. I had more time to like make videos, which was what I genuinely enjoyed doing. And so for graduation, my like big graduation present from my parents was they actually helped me financially get back to California for VidCon the second time around. And this time I went by myself, but I met up with Christiana, Reagan, and Maddie, who I met the year before, and it was just like the best week ever. We like had so many good opportunities to just like meet new people and learn more about the business, but also like being around people who do the same things or similar things that I do. And so there's that level of like understanding of like what's hard about it, what's beautiful about it, and like all of that. To have like a group of people and just be surrounded by people who know and who are also a part of it is just like so inspiring to just keep doing it. And so I've been uploading weekly since June of last year, just because I've been on like, I just was so inspired to like really like start taking it more seriously and like still doing what I love, but like on a, you know, like a bigger scale and making videos weekly. And then I moved down here to Arizona for school. And again, a lot of my channel has been, you know, documenting like the things that go on in my life. And so when I made my college move-in video that a lot of you guys have found my channel from, it very unexpectedly got a lot of attention, which I was never expecting it to get more than like a couple hundred views, because while I know that like college videos are like popular or whatever, it was kind of just like, I want to document what's going on in my life, and these are like, I love watching like college move-in videos, and so I was like, I want to make something that I would want to watch. That video like got a ton of attention, which like absolutely blew my mind. I think it's at over like 130,000 views, which like in the grand scheme of like videos in general is like not a lot, but for me, who had like 300 subscribers at the time, I was just like absolutely like mind boggled that like that many people were like interested in the video that I had made. And so it was just like in like September, maybe like a couple weeks after I had uploaded it, we hit 1,000 subscribers, which was like absolutely nuts, because like we went from like 350 maybe to like well over 1,000 in the scale of like a couple weeks, which like was so wild. And I just remember like looking at my like analytics like after class or whatever, and I saw that like I jumped from like 350 to like 700 subscribers, and I was like, what on earth is going on? And so I like saw my video and it was at like, you know, 18,000 views or whatever, and I was like, holy shit, like people like it, and people are like sharing it with other people and like thinking that it's something that they can either like relate to or like want to be doing. And so because that video started to get a lot of attention, over winter break actually, I got offered a job at my university's like marketing department, because a senior videographer for like the video marketing department you know, looked on YouTube in Northern Arizona University, and my video was at the top above like the university's videos themselves. And so he reached out to me and was like, hey, I would love for you to come work with us in marketing, like all that. And it was like a really cool experience to see that like my work was getting me like an actual job. Like I never, you know, thought of like going to work for marketing. I've always been more into like the creative side of making videos. And while I am interested in like the business kind of aspect of it, it was never something that I really considered. And so I've been working with them for about 3.5 weeks now, and it's been like so cool to just learn how to use all of this like fancy equipment that I would never be able to afford on my own, and like learning, you know, just like the ins and outs of like marketing itself, especially for like a large like company, or you know, like what I'm doing, you know, marketing for the university. And it's literally because of you guys that I even have that job, because you guys watch my videos and you share them and you like what I'm making, that like got his attention, which it like by extension got me that job. It's so cool and just like so rewarding to see that like what I'm making is like offering me other opportunities. Like if you guys saw this summer, I got to shoot a wedding video. I got to shoot 2 wedding videos actually, because someone knew that I made videos and liked how I did them, to the point where they were willing to like pay me to be at their daughter's wedding to like make a video for it. But again, so while obviously it's not about like numbers or money, like I do need a job, and so like to be able to use what I already like to do for fun to like also make money off of, it's like a bonus for me. But just like the option to be able to support myself off of something that I'm genuinely passionate about is so exciting to me, because I never wanted to end up in a job that I hated just to like, you know, make ends meet or like pay rent or whatever. And so then a couple weeks ago, another one of my videos, my like Alaska girl moves to Arizona, that started getting a lot more attention very quickly, and we bumped from, you know, about 3,000 to well over 6,000 subscribers. And I was just like, what? Like I was so like shocked the first time that it happened, and for it to happen again in such like a relatively short period of time, I was like, wait, like, and so now we're at like, I don't know, like 6,500 subscribers, and which is like so weird for me to think, because like the high school that I went to had like 1,700 kids, so that's like 3 or 4 times the size of my high school that I went to, of now you guys who, you know, like me enough to subscribe, which is wild because I had like maybe 12 friends in high school. But yeah, basically moral of the story is this has always just been like a personal hobby of mine, and like the fact that you guys like it enough to, you know, continue watching my videos has like offered me like so many opportunities and like different things. I'm just like so grateful for it, and that's like the point of this video, is just that like I appreciate you guys for, you know, watching my videos and sharing them with your friends and all that stuff. And it like warms my heart to see that people appreciate the work I put into things. But I just thought that I would kind of share with you guys, like, you know, where I came from, where I'm going, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I was trying to make a joke out of that. That didn't land. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up and subscribing down below and hitting the notification bell so you get a little thing when I upload. This is my favorite comment from last week's video. Yes. So if you'd like to be featured in next week's video, let me know in the comments. Who's your favorite like small YouTuber or creator, like photographer, that you see, you know, frequently on the internet? Let me know with either their like channel name or their Instagram handle or whatever down below, and I'll pick my favorite comment and feature it in next week's video, and hopefully I will see you then. Bye.